this offlane Death Prophet is going to have a tough time. Things lie at the end of these qualifiers, but for now we want to see where things lie at the end of this best of 3. Boom, having taken game 1, are looking for the 2-0. How these lanes start to unravel. Bottom lane, early action as we're going to see Kezcute trade his life for the kill. Couple of rotations.
Teams is ready here on the 6-minute rune. See?
Bottom, double damage.
Ooh. That'll be very useful to clear the stacks.
Okay. FBZ could be in some trouble. Gets caught by the X. The boat follow up. He's got 10 stick charges. Is this going to be enough to turn around? Throws out the Ravage. Hits Gabby on the TP, who's only level 5 here. FBZ still alive for now, as there is going to be a kill on the Death Prophet elsewhere. FBZ goes down to Gabby. They trade offlaners.
Yeah, but the Lina...
yelling out the Kunkka. I love it.
The Lina actually didn't move. Like, the DP just died to block Medusa.
Armel. Tide trying to juke him in the trees. Dodges the Torrent. Well, Armel still looking for that right click. He'll find it. Okay.
Yep.
Up play.
Another one.
Illusion.
Sands, it's Armel's Kunkka off to a fantastic start making these moves. He gets an X, boat pulls the Phoenix back in. There is a dive, but they've got the damage and the chain stun. Tim's
So low impact. The Lina is not getting the power rune.
Lane. They're going to run right into Hyde, and it's going to be another X setup. This time there's no boat, but they'll have an X into a Torrent. And they get the follow-up lockdown and damage from Gabby's TB. They get an Earth Spike now on the Kezcute Clockwork, and TNC. This is a different game, and they're going to actually be at the enemy Ancients here. Can they farm this? This would be huge for Boom in the neighborhood, but with a Ravage back up, but I think they're going to be too late for this one. Want to try and fight this one. Lina level 9, the Ravage coming out into play. Makoto just trying to get what damage out he can before he dies. He's actually going to be okay, as the Stone Gaze from the Medusa used to deter TNC from sticking around, and also allowing them to bring down the Kunkka. So big kills for Boom, even though they lose most of their info. Saw the couriers coming out with the smoke, so perhaps they're going to read this smoke movement. We'll have to find out, because headed towards the bottom lane. TP needs to be careful not to be the one getting caught. The LSA from behind the trees here. Gabby, the hook shot going to catch him as well with the Laguna Blade. Is the damage there? You betcha. Kezcute with the perfect Cox push. Enough to bring down Gabby. A big kill. Makoto's going to find a +1. The Oracle was not there to save the poor TB.
Yep, and that's why you feel this. You didn't see the smoke though. They're going.
Armel gets the X initiation. They throw out the X and they want FBZ. He's got a Ravage if he wants to go for it. And he's going to make the call to do so, but he still gets bursted by the Finger of Death. And with this Supernova in the middle, surely they can bring it down with 4 heroes here. And they'll kill the egg, perhaps get one more. Makoto's Lina came into this one. That's not looking good with the TP wraparound. 3 dead and a T1 tower exposed. Both teams not playing the same style of Dota we saw in game 1. And it's going to be Armel. The low cooldowns from the Arcane Room finding a 4th pickup on Kezcute here. Unless Kezcute's got some moves to make, which with the Cogs TP, no.
It's a clock. Nice attempt from Lion. Has just been sitting in top lane farming, like the clock didn't go for him.
Alright, top lane. Lion using that blink to initiate on the Medusa. The follow-up is there. The Torrent into boat. Have they got the damage? Tide in the neighborhood. Has Ravage in 3. Bok throws out the X and the Dream Missile with the Stone Gaze. Once Bok, the egg on top of it. But Bok, he gets away with the false promise to save him. Clockwork hooked into the tower. I don't think that's the place he wants to be. The egg will pop, but Kezcute going to go down there. Trapped in the cog. Great Earth Spike from Tim on 3 into a Torrent. The follow-up damage to the Finger of Death. They get a 2nd kill. Can they get more? Makoto, defensive Yule Scepter. I'm not sure that's going to help him all too much. He needs the LSA to help buy him some time, to buy him some space.
Gabby's here.
Just standing still. Another stun gun. And with Gabby rocking out, here's the damage. TNC. They've got their carry getting involved early. Just with the Yasha Dragonlance, and Dream Missile's got no escape. It's 4 dead. No heroes dying on the TNC side. What a team fight. They play. Doesn't look like any kind of a team fight is going to happen, but it's Makoto who may get caught out here if he's not careful.
This is too greedy, my man.
Yep. Surely no way out for him. You mentioned the force we reckon with. Even as they get scouted, they're happy to just camp the Medusa in the pit, feeling like they can take this Roche fight. Makoto getting himself in the pit as well. But Lina with a BKB. This is a big item pickup as Death Prophet goes charging in. The Ravage is there. Where's the save? This time the Oracle. He gets stunned. The save doesn't come perhaps in time. He drops out from the Yule Scepter, but Boomy could not get the false promise off. Makoto's BKB protecting him on the Lina. The hook shotting in is going to catch the Oracle. Forces a defensive self-false promise. That's not what you want if you're Boomy. And TNC in all sorts of trouble. Armel's BKB down for 10 more seconds, but Gabby with the BKB on his Terrorblade. He's come in. He's actually rocking this fight. Two-man turret catches out the Medusa, takes him down. And FBZ could be next. He blinks away, but the X is going to pull him back in. He goes for the TP out. It's going to be close. He gets out. Just barely. Buyback on the Lion.
Boom. Let's finish the Roche. Like, they didn't have to chase.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Once they killed Death Prophet, that was the big kill, it felt like.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna watch this replay and like look at this moment, and it was definitely theirs.
Here we go. Smoke up from Boom. They've got the butterfly complete on Medusa, so no MKB anytime soon for the TB, who does have that Swift Blink queued up for now. He may have to change his mind. Armel on the bottom rune does have a BKB with the Blink Ravage. Going to look to stun him up. The LSA pull out with the egg. They're just going to burst him, not give him a chance to BKB. All right. I don't get an idea of what's going on. He can egg around the Roche wall. He can cause a lot of problems here. Potential supernova. They're going to look to go in. Dream Missile making the run to go charging in with the Aghanim's Gush from the Tide. A lot of damage here. They get the Hex into the Impale. They want to go to do a great force up as well as a hook shot. Pez cute helping his buddy out, but he does pay the price for it, instantly buying back. Armel's BKB. Roche is very, very low. And Tide Ravage is back up. Watch out for that Blink Ravage. FBZ's ready for it. He goes in. He catches a couple. Oracle on the back lane. Doesn't get caught. Gets a false promise on the Gabby. Who gets a Sunder off onto FBZ. The egg does end up popping here. Can they go for the Roshan here with the Death Prophet dead and no Exorcism? I think Boom are going to be able to secure this one. Is there a Roshan still? Blink in. Boomy. He snatches it. Oracle gets the Aegis. Doesn't get anything else. He gets the Shard as well. And Gabby with the Metamorph. He's still holding his ground and fighting, but unfortunately, he's losing his teammates. Kunkka goes down. He's on his own. He gets pushed by the Cogs. Gabby, they just need to get the hell out of here. With the Gush coming on through, this Duce is just looking absolutely unstoppable. Bok, he just fought back. He can't afford to die. The Oracle dies even with the Aegis a second time, and now they're going to lose Bok. The dieback is there. Gabby has to just farm some neutrals and get the hell out of there. What a fight from Boom. They delayed it just long enough to get a great... See, they're smoked up, flying around this cliff. Both teams with an observer up here. FBC's on the front line, though. Does Bok make the play to go in? Pops the BKB Exorcism. He goes charging. Gabby goes onto the high ground with the Blink, and the BKB Dream Missile on the front lines. They can't fight into this Stone Gate. Great use just to zone them away. Armel gets stoned. Don't have the damage to bring him down. So much evasion on this Kunkka, making him a hard target for the Deuce to deal with. But this Deuce is just perfectly positioned with all his teammates behind. Deuce is hanging through this, but getting low on mana. Pumps a Manta, Blink, Rabbit on a Gabby. Is the save going to be there? He gets the Oracle as well, but the force up now coming in. Gabby, he's kept alive. Boomy's getting low. The egg does pop, and Boomy may just save his Terrorblade here. He blinks away. Is the heals going to be enough? No, it's not. He's dead. Boomy almost saved the day. Allowed TB to blink out, but the damage was just too much. Through the false promise sometime in the next 3 minutes. Perhaps in preparation of that, they smoke up, they get the scan, they know roughly where they are, and they're going to get the perfect wraparound here. You see Bok and Armel actually not going for the initial kill. The hooks are going to come out, catches the Kunkka, the push back, the Ravage follow-up, they blow up the Kunkka. You making sure there's no save. FBZ not letting a potential false promise save the Kunkka there. And now that puts Medusa on the high ground. There is a buyback though, and Kunkka's going to go for it with the Earthspike initiation. They go in on Drink, so with the TB damage, it's just going to be enough. The force stuff's coming into play as Medusa gets the Stone Gaze out, and it's just going to turn, look to bring down Bok. He uses himself up. That's going to buy a little bit of time here. The egg on the backline, so that's doing all kinds of work as FBZ just blinks in, tries to do what he can. The Exorcism actually manages to bring down the clockwork. Tim's in the front line, just jumping forward. Makoto getting very low in the Lina, but still surviving through it all. As Bok healed up, he's got the exit, he's running in. TNC, they're doing it. This fight going their way with the Medusa dead and the Tide. They're chasing the Lina. That's all 3 cores dead. Ultra kill for Bok. This Exorcism, DP kept alive. So low. Yeah, those tier 4 towers, you don't want to take too much damage this early on.
They're trying though. They're not trying.
They're coming to contest this one. Even in the 4v5, Dream Missile goes running in. Exorcism from Bok. He gets stoned up immediately. Dream Missile just going to look to disengage. He gets pulled back in by the X. He's losing his mana fast. Has to force half away. Does not want to hold his ground and fight into the TB. The TB blinking forward. There's the Blink Ravage with the Yule Scepter. Need to stun this on Gabby. I don't think they've got the damage to deal with them anyways. It's going to be the Supernova stunning them up. Lean on the backline taking so much damage. Low on a sliver of health. We'll get the hell out of there as Medusa needs to be careful, needs to find an escape, but with the X-Mark gets pulled back in, gets brought down. No buyback on Medusa, and TNC have perhaps turned this game around. They're going to get the Tide Hunter as well, and perhaps forget Roshan. It is really coming into play here later on, and they forget going for Megas. They're going straight for the throne. Tier 4 tower's the first target, and without Egg, without Ravage, what can you do? Boom. It's all up to Makoto, really. He's the only one who deals damage, it feels like, and they've got to go in soon. Tim's going in, gets a nice 2-hero Earth Spike. The Aeon is protecting the aggression here as the finger's going to come out. Takes out Kesku, and now Makoto, he's in all sorts of trouble. He defensively yules himself. The heals coming into play with the BKB. Makoto is going to survive his way through this one, but now TP can just focus the throne. Look to get the GG here. Nice 2-hero Impale. Gabby ignoring the throne for now, going for the kills, gets the Tide. It's GG. Game 3, here we come. This series and the last, these upper bracket teams are just delivering some amazing Dota.